Hey guys, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors, and thanks for tuning in for this week's ice and fishing report. Before we get started, like usual, if you guys could, if you use any of the resorts or guides mentioned in the fishing report, please let them know you saw them here on Livin MN Outdoors. And with that being said, we'll dive right into this week's report. We're going to start out on Mille Lacs Lake. I talked to Jeff from Castles Resort today on Isle Bay. He said that things are coming along really nicely. They were out checking ice yesterday. They checked out about 3/4 of a mile out to Malone Island. He said they found a consistent 7 inches of ice. Now they are going to be opening up this morning, Thursday, and they're going to be allowing ATVs and snowmobiles. So get your four-wheelers ready, get your snowmobiles ready. It's time to hit the ice. I heard there's a decent walleye bite going on out in Isle Bay, along with some guys are out there spearing. They're doing pretty well. They're actually seeing a lot of really big fish, which you can't spear on Mille Lacs. You can only have 3 under 30 inches. So a little disappointing there, but the guys running tip-ups are catching a lot of them big pike out there, having a blast, putting them back. But either way, it's a ton of fun. But up at Castles Resort, Thursday is their first day. You're going to be able to pull your truck up to the access. You can unload your four-wheeler, your snowmobile, your ice gear, and then go park your truck. They're going to have plenty of parking there. They're hoping that they're going to have live bait, but make sure you go ahead and check with them before you head up this weekend. By the following weekend, they'll definitely have bait. They're just not sure if they will have live bait for this coming weekend. Now, remember, when you buy a pass to go out of Castles Resort, you're entered into their giveaway. So go out there, have some fun, do some fishing, and then maybe you'll win a great prize while you're out there. Now, we're going to be spending a bunch of time up on Isle Bay, probably be out there Friday and Saturday, chasing some walleyes, maybe some jumbo perch mixed in. So maybe we'll bump into you out there. If you see us, go ahead, stop by, say hi. We love talking to you guys. Now moving just a little bit south of there, I was out on Cove Bay last weekend. I made it out probably 3/4 of a mile, got within about a 1/4 mile of open water out at the mouth of the bay there. There was anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of ice. Since then, I'm sure it's built a little more ice. But the ice was really consistent. Not a lot of fish biting out there. Quite a few guys tip up fishing. Saw a few flags, but not a ton of action. So that's going to be our Mille Lacs report for this weekend. As the season progresses, we'll add some more stuff in and talk to a couple more resorts as well. But with that being said, let's move over to Lake Winnebagoshish. I talked to Chad from the Pines Resort. He said they are a go for this weekend. They're going to allow ATVs and snowmobiles. He said there's a good 6 to 8 inches out on the bay, but the bay only. He stressed that very strongly, the bay only. Do not try and get out on the main lake. You will have issues. You need to stay in the bay. If they tell you don't leave the bay, just go ahead and listen to them. They know what they're doing. He said the perch fishing in the bay right now is phenomenal. He said not a lot of guys have been chasing the walleyes yet, but pike, walleye, perch, you're going to be able to catch them in the bay there. So go ahead, get up to the Pines Resort and do some fishing this weekend. Now, as far as cabin goes, they are going to start renting out cabins starting the weekend of December 9th. So if you want to get up there for some early ice, go ahead and make those reservations as soon as possible. Now, right now they don't have live bait, and he's expecting they probably won't until the middle of December. So on your way up, make sure you pick up your live bait. And then, like usual, the Pines Resort, full bar and restaurant, mobile food trailer. They're going to serve breakfast this year, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're going to have breakfast. And then if you want to plan a trip for later in the year, whether it be a wheelhouse, a skid house, spear house, go ahead, give them a call. Zupsguideservice is running the wheelhouses out of there. He does a phenomenal job and has some really nice ice castles that you can stay in. So if you want to get up to Lake Winnebagoshish this coming weekend, go ahead and call Chad from the Pines Resort And if you'd like to make a reservation for a wheelhouse later in the year, call Scott from Zups Guide Service. All right, moving over to Leech Lake. I just talked to the guys from Horseshoe Bay Lodge and from Leech Lake Guide Team. They were checking out in front of the resort and they had about 5 inches of ice. But with the winds that came up on Wednesday, it kind of broke the ice up. They have some open water, so they're going to hold off on opening their access up this weekend, and they're going to plan to open it the following weekend of, I believe it's December 2nd. Now, they are expecting to allow ATVs and snowmobiles that weekend, so if you want to get up there, go exploring. Don't go too far. They'll have the areas marked out that they want you to stay in. But that early ice walleye bite on Leech Lake should be good. And there is some really big fish out in front of Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Now, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they offer hotel rooms, bunch of different options like that. Full bar and restaurant. Gonna have a bunch of fun stuff going on at the bar this year. They're gonna do karaoke, raffles, all kinds of cool stuff. And then if you are looking to rent an ice castle from up there, go ahead and call Tanner from Only Outdoors. Get that booked up. It's not that far off that we're going to be driving out with trucks and ice castles. And if you don't have one and would like to rent one, Tanner is a great guy to talk to about doing that. Now, if you're new to Leech Lake or experienced and just have a hard time finding those fish out on Leech Lake Guide Team, they're going to be running a bunch of guide service this year. So if you want to get out on the ice with somebody really experienced out there, go ahead, look up Leech Lake Guide Team, check out their website, give them a call, book that trip, and I guarantee they are going to put you on some nice walleyes out there on Leech Lake. So if you guys are looking to get up to Leech Lake, not this weekend, but the following weekend, go ahead and give Cam a call from Horseshoe Bay Lodge. Now, just to recap things here quick, guys. Castles Resort, Mille Lacs Lake, open this weekend, ATVs and snowmobiles. The Pines Resort on Lake Winnie, open this weekend to ATVs and snowmobiles. And like I said, Horseshoe Bay Lodge, their access will be closed this weekend, but hoping to be open the following weekend to ATVs and snowmobiles. So with that being said, guys, really hope you get out there, catch some fish. If you do, take some pictures, send them in to our email, livinmnoutdoors@gmail.com. We will feature you in next week's fishing report with your permission, of course. But just go out there, have fun. Remember, pick up your trash, don't crowd your neighbor, have fun. And most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.